What's good? What's good? It's your boy Drama House A Game Entertainment 216. The movement we move with. You dig? What's good, y'all? Hey man, just about to give y'all a quick little hood story. You dig? Let's jump straight into this shit. My dude T, man, old school dude, man, good dude, man, real good dude, old school. And I tell this story because I kind of feel like not guilty in a way, but I set it off in a way. You feel me? I like where he set it off in a way. Like sometimes you got to look at the beginning and then you could be like, damn, I might be the cause of all this dumb shit just from the move I made in the beginning. You feel me? But at the end of the day, other people make decisions, so you can't really blame yourself for the decisions that they made. You understand me? So check it out. I still got this. Hey, yeah, it's still there. Yes, I'm still dealing with that. But check it out though. So I might be slurred on some words, but he had an after hour spot. You understand me? He had an after hour spot. And it was like in the hood, and niggas ain't know where it was at. Niggas ain't know shit about it. It was a player spot. All like old school niggas go to that bitch and just be kicking it or whatever. He had the backyard set up and the inside shit going. It was fly as fuck. I ain't even know this shit was there. Cause it's like only two houses on the street. You feel me? One on this side and one on that side, and fields everywhere. So when niggas come down that street, it be dark as fuck. Even when the shit going, it be dark as fuck. So you don't even know what's going on. You might just think somebody having a little get together or anything. You know what I'm saying? So I told y'all about this fiend named Goldmouth that owed my nigga all that money or whatever, paid him, and then the welfare took the money or whatever. I told y'all the story about this nigga, but I'm doing business with this nigga at this time, so he telling me where he at. So I'm like, oh, you over here? Boom. So I pull up or whatever, and then I come in the back. He like, come in the back. He introduced me to the spot, but I'm a young nigga. They don't fuck with young niggas. You feel me? So he introduced me to the owner of the house or whatever, who had the little after hour spot going. And he like, look, this nigga thorough. This a little young thorough nigga. He different. I fuck with this nigga because I am. You feel me? Niggas fuck with me because they know they ain't got to deal with the bullshit. They gonna get the shit that they came for. They gonna get probably some game too, even though that I'm younger than them niggas. And they gonna be like, oh shit, bro, I ain't even know you think like that. Yeah, you understand me? And it is what it is, and they ain't got to deal with no dumb shit and no young niggas. You feel me? Even though I'm a young nigga at the time. So he introduced me to the nigga, and I kick it. I end up staying on. I'm like, oh, this is a nice little setup. You feel me? I could fuck with this type of shit, because in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to bring a nice little bitch here. You feel me? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring a nice little bitch here after the bar or whatever. She going to be like, oh, shit. You feel me? The points go up. I'm already that nigga. It's going to really, like, she thinking she's somewhere. She was still in the hood in the backyard with niggas just drinking, old school niggas, but it's playerish. You ain't never been around no shit like this before. So, boom. I get to like coming through that bitch by myself. You feel me? I'm coming through by myself. I bring a little female with me or whatever from time to time. Now, the nigga started buying weed from me. You feel me? I ain't sell weed, but I knew I'm feeling like this an old nigga. He don't really know the prices on the streets for real. So I'm hitting this nigga with like boom, 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 boom. You feel me? Over the price, get it from my mans. And just do the connection like that. So that's why I was coming through. Now it's not just me coming through that bitch kicking it. I'm coming through with the pack. And all the other niggas he connected me to, the old school niggas is fucking with me. I'm that little nigga in that bitch right now. I'm grown though, y'all. I'm grown, but you know what I'm saying? These older niggas, but you dig? So, other people started coming like, you know, other people started coming because he had the gambling shit popping. So somehow, I don't know how it happened, but the nigga who owned the spot get introduced. Somehow I had to introduce him to my nigga because I don't think I had that much, or it was something where we had to wait, where it was fucked up, because now I'm like, damn, this nigga about to meet the real plug. You feel me? So he meet the real plug. It happened like I thought it was gonna happen. I got cut the fuck out. You feel me? Because the old nigga, you know, my plug nigga, it wasn't like no hate shit or nothing, but that's just how the game is, nigga. You feel me? If I done kept him to myself like I tried, I could have kept eating off the nigga, but you can't sometimes because shit don't go the way you needed to go. So boom, it was cool. Now this nigga just start letting other younger niggas in my age and niggas under me because they got that bread and you feel me? They spending, nigga. Now the spot ain't all old school niggas no more. And some of the and it's like a little mixture, but it's still cool, still cool. So, you know, he always said that he wasn't gonna let the young niggas in and fuck up the spot, but he started seeing the money. So he started not even just seeing the money. He seen that the niggas that he was letting in was cool, but then them niggas started bringing other niggas. And then everybody started hearing about the spot. Now this bitch is jumping. He can't even stop it. He can't even stop it. This bitch is jumping so motherfucking hard. And now he's starting to get caught up in the flow. He making money like a motherfucker. He got his motherfucking wife in the kitchen with the wings. She had the crazy, rest in peace, she had the craziest crab meat sauce or whatever you call that shit, crab meat salad. My God, the wings, they had the drinks and all that shit, man. He had his daughter, like, you know, doing the catering. My man was banging his daughter. You feel me? It was like, that was our spot now. Long story short, that was our spot now. Even though I got cut out that business, I still was conducting with other niggas that didn't know the man. You feel me? And that was our motherfucking spot. You feel me? And then it just got turned into something different. Every fucking neighborhood was coming to this spot. You couldn't find a parking spot nowhere on the street. Nowhere on the street you could find a parking spot around this bitch. I'm talking about you had to park on the main street, nigga, to get in this bitch. So now we know the boys had it. But niggas said, give a fuck. And guess what? When you got that many niggas in that bitch, guess what's gonna happen? Niggas gonna start fighting. Niggas, bitches all in that bitch. Bitches gonna start fighting. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. That shit turned to turmoil, you feel me? But every motherfucking weekend, that bitch was smacking. Niggas was getting beat up. I remember we was in the basement shooting dice, and you could just hear the motherfucking floors rumbling, nigga. Niggas in that bitch, nigga. You could hear niggas in the stairwell, like, man, they fucking tearing this bitch up while we was still down there shooting dice. Like, them niggas crazy. You feel me? And we knew the niggas that got whooped because there was one set of niggas that whooped another set of niggas up in that bitch. Dogged them niggas. You feel me? But at the end of the day, dude, instead of calming that shit down, the old school dude, now old school niggas ain't really coming in that bitch, but the niggas that's old school G's that shoot dice and shit, or that love this type of shit. You feel me? So he went against all his principles. You feel me? Like how he was conducting his business. He let all them young niggas up in there because he was feeling that money. That money was getting to him. You understand? He was an old school nigga. One day I seen him just holding his hands up, like dancing and shit, like, yeah, baby. Because he was feeling like he was that nigga again. You feel me? He was feeling like he that nigga again. He getting all this money. These kids love me. Because there's always, hey, T, what's up, T? You know, he get all the love because he that nigga in the spot, the old school nigga in the spot. Now understanding that these kids is fucking animals. They'll say, hey, I love you, T, and all this when they kicking and having fun. But when the motherfucking fun stop, the love stop. You understand me? So one day, well, it was just a regular old turned up weekend and motherfuckers kicking it and doing what they doing. And one day this nigga, like one of the dudes that he take to, like that was his guy. You feel me? One of the young dudes, cause T was about 60 years old. You feel me? And one of the dudes that used to come through and show love and kick it with him or whatever. And was he was a wild dude, but he was still like one of them dudes that T could talk to, like, bro, come on, man, you know how it is. And he was like, yeah, T, whatever, and they was kicking it or whatever. So one day, they was at the party or whatever, in after our spot, and niggas was chilling and shit, and then they got into an argument. And it wasn't T and the nigga who be wilding and shit, but that was a young nigga. He was arguing with some other niggas or whatever. And they was all outside because it was like time for the shit to end. Like, you know, like probably what, 4 in the morning or whatever. And niggas is starting to leave that bitch, but they still partying. You feel me? Certain people was starting to leaving, but the bitch is still packed and they still partying. So while the niggas that's on the porch talking shit back to the young nigga who T cool with, that's on the ground outside about to go to his car, get to shooting. The nigga get to busting. Cause I think the niggas on the porch was either about to try to run down on him or something like that. But the nigga started busting. All them people, just imagine. I'm talking about a bunch of people, not like in spaces, in bunches. You understand me? This nigga get to shooting towards the nigga. T standing in the doorway. T tried to run like everybody else started running and caught 3 in his back. Now T didn't die. T didn't die. T paralyzed. T in a wheelchair right now. If T would have kept the spot going the way it was, she wouldn't be in a wheelchair right now. So now let's think about it like this. Maybe T would have never lost his touch of feeling, or his feeling of touch, if the shit didn't line up the way it lined up. If I wasn't selling dope, let's say if I just didn't make that call to Goldmouth when I did. Maybe when I'd have called Goldmouth, the crackhead dude I was dealing with, who was at the after hours spot, who introduced me to everything, maybe if I would have called him an hour later, back from when he paged me, or maybe an hour before he got to the after hours spot, he would have never lost his legs. Because I made the call to Goldmouth. Goldmouth was at the after hours spot. That was a player spot that young niggas couldn't come to and shit like that. I come back, I go over there to meet Goldmouth. While I'm meeting Goldmouth, he introduced me to the owner of the spot. We become cool. He know our deal, so he started dealing with me and other shit. I couldn't make this one move, so I had to bring on the plug. He started dealing with the plug. The plug used to come through and see him shooting dice and all that. Like, oh, I'm going to start coming through because the plug think like me. He my age. He like, oh, this the spot. He bringing his niggas. So the nigga who doing, the owner of the spot who doing business with him, like, he a G-type nigga, so I ain't worried about it. And then it all went crazy. It all just got out of hand. Everybody started showing up somehow. All because the dude who owned the spot forgot the principles that he was going by. Don't let no young niggas in here because they'll fuck up the spot. And I started that shit at the end of the day. If I would have never went through that bitch and got cool with the connect or whatever, he probably would have never lost he would have never got paralyzed. If you look at it like that. You feel me? If you look at it like that, I started that wave for him to get fucked up like that. Even though I didn't make the decisions, but I did start the wave that got him fucked up. And sometimes you gotta look at shit like that, like damn, like something might happen over here and you might have said something or did something and caused that effect, like damn. Even though nobody know or don't even see me in that shit nowhere near it, I really am the reason that shit happened. He was shot, paralyzed, put in that wheelchair. He still opened up that motherfucking after hours spot again and got him some more money. You feel what I'm saying? The greed. He forgot the game plan. He forgot the rules of the game was to live to maintain. We don't gotta be on Front Street all the time, baby. Paid in full. You understand me? The money gonna come. All we gotta do is keep the shit running. The money gonna come. Just keep the shit running. But he got too caught up in his own thing. You understand me? He got his family working this shit. All the young kids coming and showing him love. He making fucking probably thousands of dollars or whatever every weekend. And when the shit got bad, even when he was warned by the energies of the earth, he turned his motherfucking face to the other side and act like he ain't see it. And the earth showed him. And the earth showed him. We gave you warning multiple times when fights broke out and shootings occurred or whatever, but nobody got killed or whatever. And you still turned your motherfucking your nose up. You still kept doing what you wanted to do when we gave you warning. And you still did what you wanted to do. So we ain't gonna kill you because we don't feel like you deserve to die. But what we gonna do is we gonna put you in that chair and make you sit down and look at what we tried to show you. Forever.
Hey, niggas move like hoes on, did it, bitch, yo. I will put a fucking hole